So today, we're going to take a deep dive into another one of those situations where a business has a real pain point and needs a creative solution.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of businesses out there are still dealing with really clunky processes, especially when it comes to like inventory management.
Right.
Like just imagine warehouse workers, having to manually enter data for every single item that comes in.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about time consuming and just like a recipe for errors.
Exactly.
So we had a client that was facing this exact challenge, and they brought it to Dipak, who, has a ton of experience in this area.
Yeah. Dipak is amazing.
Optimizing business processes with Acumatica.
Yeah.
So he was definitely the right guy for the job.
For sure. For sure. So what was the client specifically saying about their pain point?
Well, they were really feeling the pressure of, needing a much faster and more accurate way to manage their inventory, especially because they were already using mobile devices out in the warehouse.
Okay.
They knew that manual entry was just like holding them back.
Yeah.
And they wanted something that was going to, work seamlessly with their existing setup.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I'm really curious to know, like, how did Dipak and his team approach this problem?
So Dipak realized that the real aha moment was actually adding a custom barcode field directly to the purchase order screen.
Wait, really? That sounds so simple.
Right. But, sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective.
Yeah, I get it.
It's all about streamlining that data capture process right at the source.
I see. So instead of, writing down information and then entering it later, they could just scan the barcode and boom, it's in the system.
Exactly. And this was especially powerful for them since they were already using mobile devices in the warehouse.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So they're already out there with their mobile devices. They just needed that like extra functionality to scan directly into the system.
Uh-huh.
So was it really that easy to set up? Like, how do they actually implement this on the technical side?
It's surprisingly straightforward within Acumatica. So they basically created this custom field in Acumatica and then configured the mobile app settings to recognize and process barcodes. And actually, there's even a specific code attribute that enables this whole thing.
Oh,
It's called specially barcode.codescan.
Especially barcode, code scan.
It's like a little magic spell that makes it all work.
I love it.
But the real beauty of this solution is that they were able to do all of this without some massive system overhaul.
Right.
They just kind of like cleverly leveraged the existing features and capabilities of Acumatica.
Which I imagine saved them a ton of time and money.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, they implemented this custom barcode field. They've got the mobile app all set up. What kind of impact did this actually have on the client's operations?
It was huge. The client saw immediate improvements in terms of efficiency and accuracy. I mean, think about it. Instead of manually typing in data, which is, prone to typos and mistakes,
Yeah.
they were now able to capture everything instantly and accurately just by scanning a barcode. This basically eliminated the risk of human error, and it sped up their entire inventory management process.
Okay, so we're talking less time spent on data entry,
Yeah.
fewer mistakes, which probably also means fewer headaches for everyone involved.
Exactly. Everyone was happier. The warehouse workers were happier. Management was happier.
And I'm sure the customers were happier too, getting their orders processed more quickly and accurately.
Exactly. It's a win-win all around.
So this is just one example of how, a seemingly small change can actually have a massive ripple effect across an entire business.
Totally.
And it really highlights the power of these custom solutions that are tailored to a company's specific needs.
Absolutely.
It's all about working within the existing framework and finding those clever tweaks that can really optimize the way things work.
Right. And I think it's a great example of how Acumatica can be so flexible and adaptable to different business needs.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the takeaway here for our listeners is that, they shouldn't be afraid to think outside the box when it comes to improving their own processes.
Mm-hmm.
Like there might be a solution out there that's simpler than you think.
Yeah,
And if you're not sure where to start, well, you know who to call.
that's right.
Reach out to Tayana. We've got a team of experts just like Dipak who are ready to help you streamline your operations and unlock that kind of efficiency.
Got you covered.
So what are you waiting for? Let's get started.
Let's do it.
All right, thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Yeah, this was a good one.
We'll catch you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.